guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do a gigantic book haul. So if you don't know, this is part 2 of the book haul. Part 1 consists of graphic novels, manga, poetry books, and other stuff basically. So I'll link like the part 1 of that book haul in the description box below, and then also here. Sorry, I'm a mess today. This video consists of novels because I've gotten so many books in February and March, and I decided to split the book haul into 2 parts. So this is part 2, and I'm not gonna lie, there are so many books. So I know this video will be really long, so I'm trying to speed this entire thing. I have another video to film, and also my parents are throwing a damn party, so people will be coming in like 30 minutes. So I must be quick. The first 2 books that I want to mention are the books that I just got in the mail a few days ago. So I pre-ordered these 2 books on Amazon, and they are Descendant of the Crane and The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. This book, let's quickly talk about this book because this is very exciting for me. As you can see here, this is called Descendant of the Crane by Joan He. So a couple of weeks ago, Chloe from Books with Chloe contacted me and asked me to be one of the co-hosts for her book club with Spencer, and it's called Books with Friends. And basically I am one of the co-hosts for the month of May alongside with Melanie Parker, or Mel to the Annie, and the book that we're reading is Descendant of the Crane by Joan He. Of course, when I found out, I said yes immediately, and I got the book because I want to read it, you know, like I want to finish this book before May because I am planning to mention this book in a certain book recommendation video that will be coming out in a few weeks. I don't know when, but yeah, I got this book and I'm so excited to be one of the co-hosts. The live show will be on May 18, I want to say. I will have like the full information in the description box below because I cannot think of the date on the top of my head and the battery's about to die. So this is great. This book follows our main character named Hasina, and in the beginning of the novel we find out that her father was murdered and she suspects that the killer is probably someone close to her. But not just that, because of her father's murder, she is now the princess of this kingdom, and turns out that her kingdom is actually very unstable and things are going wrong. So she's trying to be a really good queen, but at the same time she wants to find her father's killer. So she enlists help from the magicians or soothsayers, and it's actually treason for her to do that. Magic has been prohibited for the longest time, and like I said, it's actually illegal for her to contact help from the magicians and such. So that's all I know. Actually, I'm reading this book right now. I'm on page 11. So I read like the first chapter last night and then I went to sleep because I was so tired. But so far it's really interesting, and I cannot wait to continue with the story because I definitely want to finish this story by the end of April. Like I said, check out the description box for like the full information about the live show with Books with Friends and such. So everything will be down there. Of course, I got The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. So if you don't know, I love the Shadowhunter Chronicles so much, and I pre-ordered this book because I want to read this book with Sandy. So we're buddy reading this book right now, and I'm on page 88 right now. So I read this yesterday, and I also read like 2 chapters this morning, and so far it's so freaking good. Like, I'm very happy to be reading another book by Cassandra Clare. If you don't know, this book is about Malik. So it's the ship name between Magnus and Alec. They are a queer couple, and they're like very famous in the Shadowhunter Chronicles because they're wonderful and I love them so much. This book actually takes place in City of Fallen Angels. So in the 4th book of the More Instrument series, Magnus and Alec went on vacation in Europe, and in this book they are, you know, on vacation in Europe. So this takes place during the 4th book of TMI, like I said. So they are on vacation in Europe and things are going pretty well, except for the fact that Magnus is in trouble yet again. There is a cult named the Crimson Hand, and people think that Magnus has started this club. Not club, but a cult, basically. A demon worshipping cult. Basically, he started this cult years ago, but he does not remember anything. So someone has been tampering with his memory. But then also, we see some characters from other series, you know, like for example, this certain character from the Infernal Devices trilogy is in here, and I was so happy to see her again, but then she left immediately, so I was really bummed out. But I was so happy to see that character. So far it's really good. I'm enjoying the story very much, and I love Magnus and Alec, like I said, and I cannot wait to be done with this book because I want to be done with this book by the end of April. Hopefully everything will work out and I will finish this book immediately, but at the same time I want to take my time and enjoy the story because like after this story is over, I have to wait until June for another Cassie book, okay? So I'm just saying, take your time, okay? Trinh, take your time. The next book that I want to talk about is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I did finish this book a few weeks ago. I think it was last week now that I think about it, but I did finish this book in April. I will talk about this book in my April wrap-up, obviously, but just to give you a quick synopsis, this story is about Daisy Jones and the Six, hence the fucking name. Back in the 70s, there is a famous band named Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's basically the story of Daisy Jones, you know, like the lead singer, and then the Six, which is a band that consists of like 6 band members. And then one day, not one day, but then like sometimes in the 80s, the producer put them together to make them like the biggest band, like the most popular band in the 70s. And this story is something else, honestly. I really enjoy it. I will say this is very different from the other novels I have read because this is told in oral histories. Basically, it's just a compilation of interviews put together, and we get to read their story basically. So we read the story about Daisy Jones, but then we also read the story about the band and then the band members and everything, and it's just so good. Like, it was so damn good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, when I was reading this book, I did have high expectation because everyone loves this book on Twitter, on YouTube. It was just everywhere. So I will tell you my opinions and such in my wrap-up video, but let's just say I really enjoy it. I liked it. I don't love it like I did with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I really enjoyed this book. So just wait for my wrap-up for like my opinions and shit. These next 2 books are by the same author, and it is Queens of Geek and The Brightsiders, both by Jen Weil. So this book I bought on Amazon used because I'm very cheap, and then this was gifted to me by Sandy from Sandy Reads a Lot. So she gave me this for my birthday, so thank you so much, Sandy. Let me quickly talk about this book right here. This book is very nerdy, that's what I heard, and it follows Charlie and Taylor. Yes, I got their names right. I heard that Charlie is, I don't know, a vlogger. It says right here she's a vlogger, an actress, and this story takes place at like a convention center or something like that, like SuperCon. I don't know. I'm sweating right now. I'm sorry. It's really hot in my room. Charlie is bisexual, and then Taylor, her best friend, is, I believe, she has autism. So that's very interesting, and I heard this book is very diverse, and it talks about important issues, and also is really queer. And I have a feeling that Charlie will get together with a girl named Alyssa. I was gonna say Allison, like a dumb bitch that I am, but no, it's Alyssa. I really want to read the story because I've heard that the characters from this book will be in this book right here. So I really want to read the story first, and then of course after I'm done with Queens of Geek, I can read The Brightsiders by Jen Weil. So this story follows Emmy King. I'm so sorry for disappointing people by not remembering the synopsis, but this story follows Emmy King, and she is in a band, and I believe Emmy is bisexual, and I've heard that there's so many diverse characters in this story. We talk about important issues also, and I cannot wait to read this book because of course it's a gift from Sandy, so thank you so much again. But yeah, these 2 books I got in February and in March, so that was nice. The next book that I got is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So this book was from Book Outlet. I have other books from Book Outlet, but I will show you them later. So let's quickly talk about this book because I'm currently reading this book right now for at least a damn month because I'm taking so long reading this book, and it's actually really annoying. This is an adult science fiction novel, and it follows Victor and Eli. So 10 years ago when they were in college, they were best friends, and then Eli has this experiment that deals with EO. So basically people who have superpowers and such. So this idiot, his thesis is that, oh, in order to get superpower, you almost have to die. Basically, in this story, we see quite a lot of people almost dying in order to get superpowers. So we see that with Victor, we see that with Eli, we see that with other characters as well. As I was reading this book, I was just like, these characters are fucking crazy. Like, they're willing to almost die because they want superpowers. Like, that's how much they want superpowers. So that's basically what the story is about. So when they were in college, they were best friends, but then things have happened, and basically 10 years later, Victor broke out of jail and he wants revenge, basically, because Eli did some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I'm on page 150 right now, so I really want to be done with this book by the end of the damn month, okay? It's been at least a month. I read this in the beginning of March, and then I just stopped for the longest time. So I really do want to finish this book because I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book because everyone loves V.E. Schwab, and then when it comes to her books, Vicious is like the most beloved book out there. So I really do want to finish this book, and I got the hardcover edition. As you can see, edition, that sounds weird, but basically it has like the brand new cover because this cover matches the second book of the duology, I think, Vengeful. So I got this on Book Outlet, and yes, it was on sale. That's why I got it. I placed an order on Book Depository, and I got 2 books, and they are this. Let's quickly talk about this one because this is so damn pretty. This is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, collector's edition. Yes, I got this book, and I didn't even need to because like it's a lot of money. Actually, it's not that bad, but I got it anyway. So this is the collector's edition, and Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo is so freaking good. This book is like a perfect combination of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom because of the red spray edges, but then also it's like, you know, mainly black and red, and it's so freaking pretty. And oh my god, let me tell you, this is such a beautiful edition. So like I said, the pages are red, but then at the end we have the portraits of the main characters. So we have Cass, we have Inej, we have Nina, we have Matthias. I think that's how you say his name. I still don't know. I read these books like 3 years ago, and I still don't know how to say Matthias' name, Matthias, whatever. And then Jasper, and then Wyland, but then also, you know, the devil. So this is so freaking cool, and I'm so happy to have this in my collector's edition collection. I don't even know, but this is so pretty, guys. Like, this is so freaking pretty. Six of Crows follow these 6 characters, and they are given the opportunity to pull up a heist for a lot of money. And of course, since the leader is Cass Breaker, he's like, let's fucking do it because he loves money. And I love the book so much. I really want to reread the duology because I really miss the main characters. I really miss the plot because I actually don't remember the full details, you know. So it's been 3 years, my memory sucks. So of course I really do want to reread the duologies. Of course, another book that I got on Book Depository is The Truth About Keeping Secrets by Savannah Brown. If you don't know, Savannah Brown is a YouTuber, and I have loved her videos for so long. She is a very, very talented poet and writer, and she's just so beautiful. And like I said, she's just very, very talented. So when I found out that she is coming out with a novel, of course I got it immediately because I'm so proud of her. This book follows our main character, Sydney, and Sydney's father is actually a therapist in Ohio, and unfortunately he passed away, and she's very confused because he passed away. Someone's here, oh my god. Anyway, he passed away, and she's very heartbroken. And when she's at the funeral, a girl named June is there, and they strike up a friendship. And I believe this book is really gay. That's one of the main reasons why I bought it, and I am so excited for this book because when it comes to Savannah Brown, I have high expectation, okay? I really do. Like I said, she's a fantastic writer, so I cannot wait to read her novel. I will read this book definitely in 2019, okay? I will. Hopefully. The next 2 books I got are at the Nova Teen Book Festival in 2019, just like last month, so I have a vlog for that. The books I got are Anger is a Gift and then Finnegan of the Rock. So let's quickly talk about this one. Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro is a book about a gay black teen named Maz, and basically he goes to a school in California, and there are like a lot of police officers at his school, and it feels like the students there are treated like criminals. That's all I know, and honestly that's all I need to know because I've heard really amazing things about this book, and I heard that it's very similar when it comes to The Hate You Give and Dear Martin, basically books about social issues, about racism and police brutality. So very important topics, obviously. So I cannot wait to read this book because I've met the author and they are wonderful. They are very funny, and I cannot wait to read this book, like I said. So very excited about this one. And then the next book I got is Finnegan of the Rock by Melina Marchetta. This book I got for free at the book festival, okay? So basically at this table, they were giving out free books, and I did the spin the wheel shit, and I got free books, and I chose this one because this was like the most interesting to me. And what's really crazy was that when I got this book, I was just like, cool, like I've heard about this book, I heard some good things about this book, but then later on when I went to panels and authors spoke about books that really influenced their writing and shit, they talk about Finnegan of the Rock, Melina Marchetta. So of course now I have high expectation when it comes to this novel. I think this is a high fantasy book, and I'm not gonna lie, I read the synopsis multiple times to remember because I want to tell you the synopsis, but I keep forgetting. Turns out the royal family of this kingdom called the Lumitir, they have been murdered. Turns out Balthazar is the rightful heir to this throne, but then also he's Finnegan's best friend. So Finnegan is the main character, hence Finnegan of the Rock, and that's all I can tell you because I really don't know what this book is about. Like I said, I got this book out of nowhere for free, which is great, but at the same time, I don't really know what the fuck this is about, but it's high fantasy and I've heard good things about it. That's all I need to know. I feel like your life is definitely falling apart once you do the peace sign a lot, because this has been me for the past weeks. The next 3 books are all from Christina Lauren, so here they are. If you don't know, I love Christina Lauren. I have, I think, all of their books so far, which is a huge accomplishment in my opinion because I love their books, and I feel like I haven't read a book from them in so long. I think in a year. The last one I read is Dating You, Hating You, which was last year in 2018, so I really need to catch up. The first book that I got is Roomies by Christina Lauren, obviously. So this book follows our character Holland, and she is basically in love with this guy named Calvin. I'm reading the back because I don't remember the character's name. I'm sorry. Turns out Calvin is in the US illegally. His student visa is expired, and basically he has this amazing opportunity to be a star in a Broadway show, but of course in order to do that he needs, you know, to be in the US legally. So Holland has this grand plan to marry the guy so he can stay in the US, but at the same time she's in love with him in a way, so we will see what happens with this book. And then the next one I got is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. So this is a birthday gift from Mika August, my girl. She spoils me with this book, which is crazy because I was planning to get this book on barnesandnoble.com. They were having a sale and this was like 50% off, but then when I came home I opened the mail and then this book was staring at me. Mika knows me so well, so thank you so much for the birthday gift. This book follows Josh and Hazel, and I believe they will get together and they will be together. I think that's what this story is about. I'm just guessing at this point because when you read the synopsis it doesn't even sound that interesting, but I just know that it's gonna be good because it's Christina Lauren. I have a feeling that Josh and Hazel will get together and hopefully things will work out for them. I do hear that Josh is actually Korean American, so I'm very excited to read a story where the love interest is Asian American, so that's a good thing. The third book that I got in the Christina Lauren section is My Favorite Half Nightstand. So this book is actually about online dating. So the main character is Millie, and she's like a professor, I believe. Millie isn't very lucky when it comes to romance, so she did get together with this guy named Reed, who is also a professor, but then when it comes to like the online dating thing, she basically fabricated this person named Catherine. So online, Catherine is, you know, amazing and outspoken and outgoing, and funny enough, Catherine strikes a friendship in a way with Reed, who is the same guy that she hooked up in real life. So I have a feeling that she will get together with Reed. Like, Reed is the love interest in this book. Cannot wait to read this book because I love Christina Lauren. The last few books are all from Book Outlet. So in February I placed an order on Book Outlet because it was my birthday, but then also it's like my mom's birthday gift to me, so I just put in her credit card number. So thanks, Mom. The first book out of many is Word Cross by Marie Lu. Like I said, this was on sale, that's why I got it, and I've heard really amazing things about Word Cross, so I really do want to read it. In this world, Word Cross is a very famous game and everyone loves this game, and basically our main character is Amika Chen. So she is a bounty hunter. Her job is to hunt down people who does illegal shit, but then one day she accidentally glitched herself into like the opening ceremony of the Word Cross game. Instead of being arrested, she actually has this amazing opportunity to be a spy for the game. So the creator of the game was like, hey, I need you to be a spy. So that's what the story is about, and like I said, I'm going to speed through this entire process because I am stressed. So here's the thing, when it comes to Book Outlet, I have a very bad habit of buying sequels to books that I have not read yet. So of course I got The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallero, which is the third book of a series that I have not read yet. The first book is A Study in Charlotte, and I believe this is a retelling of, you know, Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and this deals with their descendants, Charlotte Holmes and Jamie Watson. So I've heard the first book is really good. I know Rocky loves this series very much, so I have the third book. I don't know why. Yes, I do. It was on sale, okay? It was on sale for $5 probably on Book Outlet, so I got it. I'm not proud of myself. I have 2 books by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab, sorry. So here I have A Darker Shade of Magic and then Our Dark Duet. So let's quickly talk about this book because I cannot really give you a proper synopsis, but this is the second book of a duology. The first book is called This Savage Song, and I have it. It's like right down there, and I will read it immediately. When I saw this book, the second book, on sale, I bought it. I can't help myself, okay? I really can't. It's such a bad habit. This story is about how violent acts basically create actual monsters. So honestly, I cannot tell you a good synopsis because I don't remember what happened. Like, I actually read the synopsis on Goodreads before this video and I don't remember what happened. And people are like downstairs, okay? The party has started and I'm not there. Oh my god, it's 3:30. Holy shit. The second book that I got by V.E. Schwab, like I said, is A Darker Shade of Magic. So this is the first book of a trilogy, and I have the third book over there for some reason, and then now I have the first book. I'm very excited to start this trilogy because this book was on sale and I got it, okay? So I'm very happy with this one. In this story, there are basically dimensions of London. So we have like red London, white London, black London, and then gray London. And then our main character can travel through like the different dimensions of Londons, I guess. So that's all I know, and it does sound so interesting. When it comes to V.E. Schwab or Victoria Schwab, whatever, her stories sound so good. Like, people have sold me multiple stories by her because she has written so many books and they all sound very creative and different. So I'm very excited to read her books, you know, after I finish Vicious by V.E. Schwab, okay? The last book in this book haul is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. Yes, I got this book because it was on sale. This is the third book of a series. Are we surprised? Are we really surprised? I have the first 2 books in hardcover and actually met Libba Bray last month, so I got it signed right here. It says, for trinh, be aware. No shit, I fucked up. Beware, be aware, Libba Bray. So I met her at the Nova Teen Book Festival and I got this book signed. And like I said, this is the third book of a series, and this series is about like the 1920s and basically teenagers having powers and such. So it sounds really cool. Like, I've heard really amazing things about this series. So I'm currently rereading the, well, actually I'm not rereading the first book right now. I put it to the side, but I really do want to reread the first book and then read the second book and then read the third book. And then the fourth book is coming out the beginning of 2019. No, 2020. Oh my god, 2020 is literally next year. Ooh, we're ending this book haul on a really sad note. Like, 2020 is literally next year. What the fuck? So that is it for my book haul. Part 2 is gonna be so long. I know it. I haven't even edited yet, but I've been here for an hour, guys. I don't know if you can hear it, but people are coming to my house right now, so I gotta wrap this shit up, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Like, this book haul is low-key a mess because my mind was all over the place and then my throat hurts now, so this is bad. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.